Growing up, I didn't really understand class. Like, I was taught it in school, but I never really felt it because in this area, in this estate, there was so much mixture of people with different opportunities, different access to different things. We felt like we was all on the same playing field. As well as like my mum always brought me out of the area. We used to go like South Bank, London Bridge, to the museum. So it felt like I always saw things. I just didn't feel the effect when I was younger. I think I started feeling it more when I got to like university. And that's when I realised, whoa, okay, there's a big difference here. Honestly, I was bullied terribly. It started off completely fine. I was one of the cool girls, but I think it was just general, petty schoolgirl arguments that always led to something bigger. I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression at the age of 12. The only answer at that time was to remove me from school. I had such a terrible relationship with school, with the idea of female friendships, even down to my community, being united, being together. That was totally ripped apart because of my mental health. I was in my room for days on end. I don't want to see no one. I used to argue with my sisters like there's no tomorrow, with my mum. It was a really hard and really dark and negative time for me. Moving on to going to a drama school, which was such a hard time. I think, as I mentioned earlier, that's when I realised there was different class, different systems and different opportunities for different people. I always say that's when I realised I was black. Growing up in this estate, everyone was from everywhere, so it was never othered. Going uni, I felt very much othered. It was a highly favourable drama school, which led to crazy racist comments, feeling very alienated. And from there, I actually dropped out. It came to COVID times and life got really hard. My mum got ill and the whole world stopped, and so did I.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Every part of the United Kingdom is now in lockdown.
But the government's command to stay at home is proving hard for some people.
In that time, that's when Hey Sis was basically birthed. We started in December 2019, but it was during lockdown is when we started to build our sisterhood. That's when we was doing our online activities. So we did movie nights, several times movie nights. We did games nights, all online, all through phones and laptops. And that's when we was paused, but was all alone, literally together, like as Dave says. That's when our community was really built. So the journey of me dealing with my mental health was very much through the therapy route. I tried all sorts of therapy, but I think for me personally, what resonated with me most was drama therapy. So I started off doing drama therapy, did dance therapy and did art therapy, but drama therapy kind of stuck to me. It was learning how to speak and navigate the world as somebody else, instead of navigating it as you and then coming back to you at the end of the process. My confidence came back at all-time high. Because of this, I was able actually to go back into mainstream school and stop the homeschooling, especially in time for GCSEs. So I attended another school in Peckham at the age of like 14, 15, halfway through year 10, went back to do my GCSEs. And through what I went through, I really wanted to mentor. And there was like a mentoring scheme. I was paired with a few different young girls in like year 7 and year 8 to work with. Some of them having been bullied and some of them with low confidence. And I worked really closely with my drama teacher to mentor them and help them in positions where I was once upon a time. So that was really, really fun and really inspiring as well. So this is Whitcote Community Centre. This was like our hub. We did all sorts here, from like the play schemes to fun days. This part here used to be like a fun day, so like a bouncy castle would be there, a barbecue would be there, different activities would be here. And it was really a home for the young people, a computer room where we could do homework club. We had a crush there for people with children, but now it's just deserted and going to be knocked down to flats. Growing up, this was such an important part. It was literally a home, whether your parents were home or not, you always could be here. It was always open. And it's literally in the heart of the estate. The estate used to go all the way around, and it was literally smack bam in the middle. It was a safe space. It was literally a safe space for young people and families, really, for everyone. In lockdown, we was able to fundraise over £300 to help different women and girls to get basic hygiene products where the access was cut off during that time period. We helped over 80 women and girls get that. We've also done games night online in person. We've done sip and paints. We've done female-only sports days. We've done mental health workshops. Our aim is just to become a household name for young women and girls to feel safe. We want to be the hub. We want to be Hey Sis, the go-to hub, that if you need your voices to be heard, your needs to be met and to be seen and to be felt, we're your go-to, we're your safe space. It's important that organisations such as Hey Sis and people like myself do have the opportunity, the access and the resources to put on the work that we do, to showcase the work that we do and to be supported. First and foremost, it's applied knowledge. It's our lived experiences. We've come out on the better end and we're relatable. A lot of the times we're from the same area, same homes, same backgrounds as these young people. There's a type of connection. It's the community, the unity of it all. It's not disconnected. It's not up in the office in central London doing research and then coming into an area to apply. In these last 4 years of Hey Sis existing, the impact has been great. It's been such a good success, from connecting with over 1,000 young women and girls online, and I think over 300 young girls in person. One of these young ladies, I met her and she had an idea of starting a business. 2 years down the line, the business is fully fledged, went viral on TikTok multiple times, and she has great clienteles. Another young girl, when I met her, we actually met in secondary school, so she was one of the year 7s I used to mentor when I was in year 11. When I met her, her confidence was rattled. She was on her journey of self-discovery and becoming a young lady. And now she is signed to a little local record label. She's making her own music. She's doing performances. And when I first met her, there was no way we was getting her on a stage. Through the work we do, through the mentoring, through the events, and through the empowerment, she is killing it on stage several nights a week. She's doing really amazing. It's my organisation, but it's not led by me. It's led by the girls. Everything we do is the young people led. They have a say in everything we do. Hence why we have our ambassadorship program where you come on and you have a say and your ideas are heard and we take them. We hear what you need. Hence why spaces like Hey Sis and other organisations are important, because we're on the ground, we're doing the work with the young people. It's the young people's needs and we're meeting them through the work we do. We need overhead, we need operational funding, spaces, access, resources, so we can continue existing. I can only write a funding bid as much as I can for a small programme, a small report, but having hired staff to do these massive funding bids where it will last us 5-6 years down the line, we don't have access to that. We can't afford it. I feel like sometimes the seniors don't trust what we do, but our work works. We're working with these young people. We're literally their direct response. We're responding to what they're saying and we're bringing it to you, but sometimes we're not heard. Organisations like Active Communities Networks exist because, one, not only do they empower the individuals, they empower the community. The access and the resources are so limited to grassroots organisations. ACN really does bridge that gap. One, bringing together small grassroots organisations in the community and locally, but also believing in us. It's fostering the hope and the beliefs and the empowerment that we can and we will. Being a local champion, I think it's in its name. You are definitely empowering and putting yourself out there in the line of work to work with those that might not be able to. So whether it's young people, women and girls, whatever you specialise in, it's championing that, it's empowering that and taking it to the next level. It's giving flowers, giving grace, and shouting out those local champions. It's shouting out the work they do, believing in them, it's having the faith. Even when it gets hard, when stuff hits the fan and it gets hard, the local champions are still there fighting on behalf of the community.